I don't know, somehow this view is not, I'm not able to see everyone. Yeah, I think that is more comfortable, but the lighting would be directly coming on me. So no, it కూర్చోండి. Sai, sit this side. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji's, Dandat Pranam. So I think there are devotees who are Telugu speaking and non-Telugu speaking as well here, right? Yeah. Then we'll go with English only as usual. So last time we have today anyway today we are going to close this session. I don't want to drag this session any further. I think it is the third session on secrets of death. So I don't want to do any recap at this moment. I think we have in detail discussed in the last two sessions. So today is going to be the last session on secrets of death. So what does soul experience at the time of a death? Suffering due to three reasons. That is, first reason is losing everything that it has worked all along. So though it might be appearing as a mere statement that losing everything that it has worked all along, but there is a lot of introspection and contemplation needed to think about this dialogue. It is not that easy to let go on whatever we earned till date. It's not easy. Well, leave about while leaving the body, even while we are living also, before even leaving the body, it's very difficult, right? Last time I gave an example of thumb. 20,000 to 20 lakhs, no one is ready to, but someone is going to come and snatch you from your body. Without your permission. Just outside the gate. No, because that is a close example what we could relate, that you are having your own flat in Zenith and someone is coming out of nowhere whom you don't know also, and someone is coming and drag you not even in the lift. For example, it is 8th floor, right? From 8th floor you are dragging down through the steps. You have been dragged down, and you are getting right while dragging, all the rough surface, all injury would be happening, and you are thrown out of this main gate security. How can you feel? I mean, it's just
highest kind of abuse.
Huh? Highest kind of abuse. You can put a FIR or file a case in police station, but in the jurisdiction of Lord, you can't. That is because why I have given this example? Because this example is close to this statement. It is not mere statement that losing everything that it has worked all along. That is the reason why it faces lot of pain when leaving the body. That is the first reason. First reason. I mean, one Mataji was asking last time, so is it wrong to have love towards our kid? No, we should have love. We should have responsibility towards them. Whatever the responsibility is there towards our kid, we should do. But we should understand that there is a highest personality with whom you have to develop that love and relation more than your husband and kids. I'm sorry if it's sounding offensive, but that is the truth. Can you tell me one thing? Can you give a guarantee your kids are going to respect you till the end of your life? Huh? Because I'm with
Now if we are facing it,
with how much love we would have grown them, right? Actually, it is not no different even in my case also. Today also I had fight with my son. With my son. Luckily, my elder daughter listens. To some extent she argued, this extent or beyond this extent, dad will feel bad. Dad will feel bad. It's a poetry. Huh? They appear, might be, but anyway, but at least
they are very good.
Girls are good, yes. So boys, no, that's what actually. It doesn't mean that you should not have a love or responsibility towards your kid, but we need to understand you should do your responsibility. Again, developing too much love also, it will be painful, because at some point in your juncture there is a possibility they will hurt you with their actions, and you are having a love towards them extremely. That is very difficult to people with. I have seen personally with highest degrees of PhD holding people, they cry. I personally have seen a caliber of a person who did a PhD in Sri Acharya Nagarjuna University, and he cried because his kids are not listening to him, and he is in old age, probably in his late 70s or early 70s or mid 70s, I should say. And I know one personality who won Mr. Andhra. Mr. Andhra, and he retired as a retired DSP. He won 4 or 5 times as a Mr. Andhra, and his son is in jail in US for the last 7 years. DSP in US. Anyway, what are the reasons maybe? But I'm just see, Prabhuji Mataji, I'm not giving an example to scare you all, okay? But we need to understand the reality. It is not me. Whatever the knowledge we are sharing here, it's not the knowledge created by Mahesh, Srinivas Mahesh. No, it is a knowledge from our Vedas. It is a knowledge simplified by our gurus, acharyas, big acharyas who are in Sampradaya, that we are trying to share. Okay. So we need to understand that. Okay. So that first, suffering due to 3 reasons. First reason is losing everything that it has worked all along. So that is the main pain. Whatever it has worked along, it will be losing. That's first thing. Second thing is body being broken apart. Each and every, I think last time we discussed, each and every organ shuts down when you reach the point of soul leaving the body. And the last organ which is going to shut down is ears. I think already we discussed. And first organ which is formed in our mother's womb is ears. Okay, so that's very important. So while we leave the body, each and every organ shuts down. Mataji?
How do we know that that's the organ?
That is the sequence. Mataji, that's what Acharya's knowledge is great. How we know that each and every weak child is developed?
That we can see. This is at the time of death.
This is something, yes, this is something, Mataji, probably, science will prove it also at some point. At this juncture, they have not proved yet. Even that child's growth in womb, weekly growth also, recently only medical body has found out just few decades back. But this knowledge has been there lakhs of years ago. Probably this point also scientifically they will prove that slowly one organ will shut down and finally ears will shut down. But this is already mentioned in Shastras. Like that, there are so many instances in Shastras which are not yet proven by science. For example, recently they have proved that reincarnation is there, especially for humans. Till that point only science has come that reincarnation is there for humans. But even they only proved that humans will be taking rebirth as the humans only. That's what the point they have proved. But as Shastra says that no, even the human can take a birth as an animal also. Science has not proved yet. Probably it's a challenge for them to prove that also one time. Probably they can prove it also. Like that.
So many cases now, people ask, we are support అలాగే ప్రూవ్ చేయండి ఏం చెప్తాం.
So they
అందరికి వెళ్తాం వెళ్ళినప్పుడు బీకామ్ తక్కువ బీకామ్ తక్కువ ఆయన పూనే కదా ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అది ఆ గుణాలను బట్టి చెప్తాడు.
Shailja Mataji, what happens, actually with the background we are all coming, right? With the CBSE, ICSE, state syllabus and all, we are coming, right? I mean you, me and everyone, we are coming now. Actually, it's nothing wrong from our end because we are coming from that background. We always try to prove some spiritual subjects with material senses.
No, I just wanted to like if I say the same thing to my children, then they'll ask me the same questions.
Nothing wrong
When
in
I
it.
ask you this,
Yeah.
then I can answer them.
Yeah, nothing. Mataji, whatever you are asking, there is nothing wrong about it. But the thing is, that's why we say Shastra Chakshu. We should develop the Shastra Chakshu. Means having a firm faith on the Shastras, what they teach. Because for each and everything, right, when there are big acharyas, like for example, Srila Prabhupada is a Jagat Guru, Nitya Siddha. Jagat Guru, Acharya, he could, some acharyas could see, because one time what happened, Srila Prabhupada was with his disciples, and one beggar was coming. One beggar has come with two of his kids, and beggar was asking. Then Srila Prabhupada mentioned to his disciple, give some food to that lady, to that Mataji who has come, give some prasadam to them. Be careful with them because she was a princess sometime few lives back. she was a princess, and she was having a royal treatment. So please be careful in handling her like that. They could see now what material explanation we can give. Actually, it's very tough thing, Madhu. Whatever the point you raised, right? It's very tough thing to prove the existing generation, because the point what happens, Madaji, for the kids. For example, the age of Sai Manaswini or Sai, they are right from childhood. Ashok Prabhu and Meena Mataji, they are from childhood. They are bringing up in this environment. This particular clarity they will be getting from childhood. Now, in my case, no, when I'm trying to come to Krishna consciousness, already my kids were in 7th class and 3rd class. Already some time was over. So it's very difficult to deal with that kind of. Now it's there. What are the job they are doing? Now these results they will not see now when they are coming. When they become elder, no, that values it will be automatically inculcated. And now it's a challenge. Yes, it is a challenge for kids to talk, but you explain whatever we are trying to say here, Mataji. But if you are not able to, please go to the nearest or whomever you believe in your circle that he is a generally, Mataji. There is a సామెత ఉంది. घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. You know that saying in Hindi it is there. घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर. So when our closed ones say, generally they are tending not to listen to them. So to some point you will try to explain or you will try to judge or say and give the Shastric reference also and tell it. But still at that point if they are not able to hear, Mataji, bring it. For that example, Vijay Bhaskar Prabhu has bought his daughter to the Bhakti center. We had a discussion. I don't know whether it has a positive impact or not, but the thing is we should make them meet other people. If you are not able to convince them, don't try to force them. Don't try to force them. Vinalsinde, ade right. Don't force them. Let them be like that, and whatever the points are there, let them know it from the third party, third person.
World class way of dealing with it.
All
What I would like to say with this thing is, Shastras also have come from some observations by the. It's not just some of them
Yes.
they say that they just came from their mind.
Yes, ma'am.
But some of them they came by observation. Now also science does the same thing.
Yes.
They will do a study of 1,000 people, 10,000 people, whatever.
Cha,
and
cha,
they
cha.
come to conclusion. So they would have come at that time.
Yeah.
If you see the Egyptian temples, 5,000 years ago they did those big temples. The science would have evolved at that time.
Yes.
Then something happened and everything got shut down, like the end of the Yuga or something like
Right.
that. So that is also possible.
This can go.
And
Yeah,
this is
yes.
a minor thing actually.
So yes,
It's
sir.
proven in embryology that the eardrum forms first from ectoderm. It is proven. We studied 30 years ago. Yeah, so it is proven. So maybe shutdowns also, maybe we should ask some ICU doctors.
Even if we say it's written in scripture,
That's based on
even if we quote, this is from this scripture,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. We can show them.
Dying, they can't see, they can't move their hands, but they can hear.
That is the. I think you didn't attend the last session. I told one thing that when people leave the body, when the body is there, they utter in the ears, Ram Naam Satya Hai. They utter in the ears. Yeah, they call it and go Ram Naam Satya Hai, Ram Naam Satya Hai, like that they go. Yes. So yes, Mother. Actually, we can hit them. We hit the kids with this. Tell them one thing, Mataji. We believe in scriptures. Whatever scriptures are saying, 100% probably you are not following, but we know that whatever scriptures say, it is right. And I can only show the scriptural references. And then this is the scriptural reference, this is the Quran, this is the sloka I can tell. Now in scripture say, these days girls and boys mix, closely mixing. Already scriptures say, when Venna comes near fire, automatically it will melt. It is said in scriptures. So it's not good to have a closed, sorry to putting in Telugu. When cheese or butter comes near fire, automatically it will melt. That is already said about the relationship with any Prabhuji or Mataji. So it's not good to have close proximity with the opposite sex. So that's what we try to say, but our kids argue. Kids argue that yours is old and all. No, we can quote the scriptural references. Like that, if any question is there, Mataji, there are a lot of scriptural references we can hit them with. We can simply, base point, we should say that we believe, we probably with the kind of environment we have come, we are by born 100%, we have not followed scripture, but we know whatever scriptures say is 100% right, and we are trying to follow it. And for this point, here is the scriptural reference. See, citation, that's it. Okay. So that is the second point, that body being broken apart is another reason, suffering due to the second reason. Third reason is, does not know where it is going to go. It doesn't know. It's going to be the body, the soul is going to go to unknown territory. It is fearful, right? I mean, just think about a situation, right? When it's very difficult to put an example and show it to you. Though it might be appearing like a mere statement. అంతేగా ఎక్కడికి ఏ మనం గాలి నీళ్ళు అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, మనకేం ప్రాబ్లం, ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తే ఉంది, మనకు అంతా ఉంటాయి అని అనుకుంటాం. But it's not that easy. Going to an unknown territory, unknown realm. We are in current one realm. So no bro. Actually, it will accompanied by, as I said, it will be accompanied by Vishnu Dutas rarely and Yamadutas mainly. Because I'm sorry to quote, but yeah, that's the thing. Most of them are not pious. Actually, Muralidhar Prabhu was asking on the other day. Really, that pain would be there when we die in pain, when we die in sleep. Yes, the pain would be there, but there is a remedy. The same pain would not be there for a devotee who has dedicated his life for Krishna.
He can die joyfully.
He can die joyfully. And even I given a comparison of how joyful it is by giving an example of cat catching the kitten and cat catching a rat. So that is the death of a devotee and non-devotee. Okay, so you can inculcate that consciousness. Try to inculcate with what are the 4 things we mentioned, right? 4 dharmas: no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, and no meat eating. These are the 4 regulatory principles what you are supposed to follow, and Sattva to be there. So it's a good thing, and try to dedicate your life to Krishna consciousness. Leave about us. Then what about the sannyasi Maharajas or brahmacharis? 24/7, 365 days. Their complete life is dedicated for Krishna. Are you understanding the intensity of life getting dedicated for Krishna? Are you understanding the intensity behind this statement? Because sometimes Prabhuji, your sessions are very, very nice, Prabhu. You make everyone laugh. That is not the intention, to make everyone laugh. Because actually these are the serious spiritual topics which has to be discussed very damn seriously. But sometimes being in Kali-yuga, being in Grihasthashram, being in IT related stuff, things we won't go seriously, right? Sometimes we try to explain things in a different way. Akinchan Prabhu. So trying
Some
to.
of my friends don't even know Narasimha Swami Avatar also.
So if they don't know, don't tease them. You don't know Narasimha Swami Avataram? What boy you are? Like that you don't tease. Let them don't know. Let them don't know. But you go and don't give gyan. Okay? Because for like-minded people are there, we can discuss. But if there are no like-minded people, better not to argue. We can't even find fault with that kid, right? What to do? Their parents are not like your parents, right? You are lucky. Are you lucky or not? You are lucky or not? Yes, you are lucky. So they are not lucky. They don't know the importance of spiritual topics. They don't know the importance of Bhagavad Gita. They don't know who is God. So we can't blame the boy, right? We should blame the parents. Yes or no? Education is similar like that. So nothing to point. Don't point anything. He doesn't know Narasimha Avataram. Lot of people don't know even Ram Avataram is there. Actually, you know what? I had a discussion with one IT manager of 15 years experience. I was discussing with him on one function in our community. So his opinion on Krishna. I asked. He told that Krishna, Rama and all characters, sir, basically to develop good characters in kids, they have found stories. That's the explanation a 15 to 20 years experienced IT professional has given. Now what to talk about the kid?
చాలా మందికి ఇతిహాసాలు
తెలియదు యాక్చువల్లీ
ఇతిహాసం అంటే ఏంటో
తెలియదు. అసలు ఇతిహాసానికి పురాణానికి తేడా కూడా తెలియదు. Anyway, so you got the point, right? No, fine. He's not knowing. That's fine. But if he's inquisitively asking, "Yenta neeku telusa?" If he's asking like that, then you give the answer. Yes, Ra. It's not only Narsimha Avtaram. There are a lot of avatars are there of Krishna. All these avatars come from only if they ask you tell. Otherwise, you don't tell. Okay. Okay, so does not know where it is going, and soul laments with regret of everything it has done throughout the life. When soul is too attached, Yamadutas actually pull it out of the body. Pull it out. నేను రాను, నువ్వు రావాల్సిందే. నేను రాను, నువ్వు రావాల్సిందే. నేను రాను, నువ్వు రా. మైట్ బి ఇంత ఛాన్స్ ఇస్తారని హోప్ ఇస్తే కొంచెం వస్తారు జనాలు. అటెండ్ ఛాన్స్ అంటే జనాలు రారు. So it's a very extremely traumatic experience, Prabhuji and Mataji. It's very extremely traumatic experience. Believe. After the session today ends, I'll be sharing that video also, YouTube video of that Mataji, Barsana Rani Mataji, who has left her body in front of everyone. Himanshu Prabhu's family, our family, everyone was there. We're chanting. I will share that later.
That's right. They used to have Vanaprastha in the past. After 46 to 60 years, they used to go away from their family.
Yes.
So that they'll get detachment.
Yes, Prabhuji.
From their house,
Yes.
from their family, and
Yes.
that first point.
Yes.
They will become
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Actually, that was the practice earlier. No, now in this Kali Yuga, we are not finding at all like that of people. You know.
Even Dhritarashtra,
Yeah, they also did like that. Dhritarashtra also went after Vidura has given left and right.
Yes.
Otherwise, he was not. అక్కడ ఏదో తనకు తానే జ్ఞానోదయం అయ్యి వెళ్ళలా. He doesn't live by himself. No, he doesn't live by himself. Dhritarashtra, he didn't. Vidura has given. నీకు సిగ్గుందని నీ ముఖానికి నీ కొడుకుల చేత ఎవరితో చంపించాలనుకున్నావు, with whom you tried to kill in their own house, you are trying to say what kind of man you are, you rascal. అని yes. After
Vidura also goes with him.
Yes.
no, I don't know. No, Vidura doesn't live along with Dhritarashtra.
Dhritarashtra says don't go.
No, he left them only, and then he moves forward.
Okay. So yeah, so that's the point. Okay.
But the point of the issue is even people who live in palaces used to go.
Yes, they do. They used to do.
Even Maurya.
Yes.
Chaturanga
They used to do.
Maurya, they also went for Vanaprastha.
In Kali Yuga also very rarely I see a couple of devotees, Prabhuji, who are spending their final stages of their life in Mayapur. He's a entrepreneur. One Prabhuji was there. We went to Mayapur, so we stayed in his room sometime back. For 5 years back. So at the last stages of his life, he's completely dedicated his life in Mayapur. So like that, even we should plan. But now, with the kind of kids we are having, I think they are not going to make us live. We have to be there for seeing their grandsons, granddaughters, and all. I think we need to set a high-level expectation with my kids, especially. Once your job, once your girl, Bhavika, your marriage is over. Once your marriage is over, kindly don't expect anything from us. Your life is your life. My life is my life. And if you feel anything we can help, you can call us, but we might not be there. That's
6
our.
months at least for nappy changing.
So anyway, so we need to understand that it's very death is a very traumatic experience for Vijis and Matajis. So please try to get self-realized, try to understand. Okay. And this is how many of you know Alwars? Have you heard of Kulshekar Alwar? Alwars, you know? Alwars, basically from South India, Alwars. So they have written a wonderful, bhajans and a lot of pictures. They have written one of the wonderful shloka written by Kulshekar Alwar is this. Krishnatwadi. Shall we repeat this together?
Yeah.
Okay. Krishnatwadiya padapare. Krishnatwadiya. Do you know this shloka by tune, Prabhuji? Tune to paatu meeku telusa? Tune to paatu. It's a very wonderful tune actually. Krishnatwadiya pada pankaja panjarantam adyaiva me vishatu manasarajahamsa prana prayana samaye kapavata pittau kanthavardhanam vidau smaranam kutaste. Manasuni? Manasuni? Left చదవమ్మా ఇది కనపడుతుందా? కింద చదవా గట్టిగా.
Oh Krishna, please allow my mind to immediately.
Okay, let me read. Okay, that's okay. Oh Krishna, Please allow my mind to immediately yield to your lotus flower-like feet. Just as the flamingo enters into the labyrinth of the lotus flower stems, when at the moment of my last breath, my throat becomes constricted by the action of bodily humors, air, bile and phlegm, how will I be able to remember you? It's a very deep statement of this. Krishna, kindly take me now. Since my body is in perfect shape, I am able to talk properly, I am able to see properly, I am able to hear properly, I am able to smell properly. Kindly take me now. Because at the fag end of my life, I might not be in that situation with all the bodily things might not be working properly. There is no guarantee. So kindly take me now. That is the request from Kulashekar Alvar to Krishna. How many of you really wanted this? Seriously. మేబీ ప్రభుజీ ఒక్కసారి మా బాబు సెటిల్ అయ్యి మా పాప పెళ్ళి అయిపోతే
Same sloka is there in Bhagavad.
yes is it there in Bhagavatam?
Same sloka is
Same meaning the sloka is there, but it's not the same sloka. Yeah, the same meaning or the same meaning, same translation. We have another sloka. I'm not able to remember the sloka. So yeah, that's a deep statement, Rojis and Madhajis. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now I think already we have discussed this point. I don't want to dwell. How one should understand untimely death. So I hope everyone is clear what is untimely death.
Suicide.
Shabash. So a lot of people say once anyone less than 40 years old, someone is dying, they say it is untimely. No, as per Shastra, it is not untimely. In the womb, someone got baby got left the body in the womb, then it is untimely. No, it is not untimely. It is also planned. One kid in from 5 years back, what was that community name? Pebble City. One kid died by electrocution. And he was electrocuted. He was simply like that. People were simply walking. No one could recognize. He was in shock. He was simply like that. He died. It is not untimely. It is also planned. So we need to understand untimely death means only suicide, because you are trying to use your free will against the God's will. God has already given this life to experience some positives, some negatives, and your tenure is this much. You are supposed to live in this body, but you are going against God's will and trying to cut it off. That is untimely death, and that is only suicide. Okay? World point of view, already we have seen death before old age is untimely. Scriptural point of view, everything as per sanction of God. There is nothing as untimely death. Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Upadrishta Anumanta Cha, sanctioner. I think we have time and again we have been stressing this point. Krishna only sanctions. Whatever you desire, Krishna sanctions. But don't be in a misconception that since Krishna is sanctioning, he also likes it. No. Your desires might be very filthy in sense, but sometimes Krishna sanctions. It doesn't mean that don't be in that thinking. అంటాడు మన ధృతరాష్ట్రుడు అంటాడు, కృష్ణ ఐ థింక్ వార్ డెస్టినీ వి కాంట్ లీవ్ ఇట్ let it happen. No, you are having a free will to change the course of action, but he didn't choose. So Krishna చావాలనుకుంటున్నావు ఆయన, I will sanction. He tried to stop the war. Can God lose any time? Can God lose any time? Anyone? God can't lose. He always wins. No, he can lose also. He is every day losing in front of our free will. Whatever the bad choices we are making with our free will, Krishna is losing. Krishna, do you think Krishna wants you to choose bad choices? It is you who are choosing. Don't blame God. Don't blame God, because even the most atheistic people also say, once the negative thing happens, no, I think God likes this. Only after negative things happens. So Make a note of this point. Upadishta Anumantacha means only Krishna is sanctioner, but don't be in the impression that whatever he sanctions, he likes it. It does not mean Lord Krishna necessarily likes whatever ever he sanctions. That's good. Duryodhana's example, already we have quoted this. Duryodhana's example while negotiating war, it's not God's will, it's only God's sanction. Based on karma, number of breaths are decided, and so is your duration of life. Now, when you are born in this life, number of breaths are already decided. But if Krishna wants, he can extend your breaths in this life itself, provided if you are in a right path. Okay. Some devotee, I think all the while this guy was completely living a materialistic life. Suddenly he got some thought of attending satsangs. I think he is attending SSR 2nd session. We will wait till 12th session. I think he was supposed to die in SSR 2nd session. Since he is attending, I think he is looking little serious about spirituality, so he might drag a bit. But you don't try to cheat Krishna, okay? Don't try to cheat Krishna. So that's what it means. So based on karma, number of breaths are decided, and so is your duration of life. Yes, it is duration of your life. But if Krishna wants, he can extend it. Yes, sir.
Who calculates this? How many beds?
నాకు భయంగా ఉంది అక్కడ తంతావేమో దాన్ని
Which side?
ఆ చైర్ కొంచెం ఎలా దాన్ని డిసైడ్ చేస్తాం ఆ చైర్ మూవ్ ద చైర్ దట్ సైడ్ అంటే బికాస్ సాయి ఐ నో హీస్ వెరీ స్పీడ్ డాన్సర్ హీస్ ఎ వెరీ
I am very scared that he will hit this part there again.
yeah, what's your question? Tell me.
See, if we who will calculate that we in this? Who will calculate the karma and decide our lifetime?
Wonderful. Claps, please. I don't know, even elders also get this kind of doubts. Okay? Yeah. Who will calculate? Yes. There are only two personalities who does this job. Okay? Yamaraj and Krishna. Krishna has delegated this job to Yamaraj. So only Krishna and Yamaraj knows the calculation of the precise calculation of how many births he has to take, how many breaths he has to live in this life, how much is the positive karma, how much is the negative karma. All these calculations are done by only these two personalities. And this Yamaraj position also is given by Krishna to Yamaraj. So Yamaraj is also a good devotee for whom this job is delegated to. And do you know what is the qualification to become Yamaraj? And by the way, Yamaraj is a post or a personality? Are you sure? 100%? Lock kar dein?
Based on your question, you answer.
That's what. Yamaraj is also a post. It is not a personality's name. Like Chief Minister is a post. In the Chief Minister post right now, who is the CM? Revanth Reddy. Right? Similarly, Yamaraj is a post, and in this current Yamaraj position, I don't remember the personality's name, but there is a personality. Okay? Now, what is the qualification for someone to become Yamaraj? What can you think of? What can be the qualification of a personality who can become Yamaraj?
He should be a supercomputer.
Supercomputer, okay.
And a devotee of
Huh? That's the point. That's the point. Main qualification is he should have that much Yamaraj personality is he should have a compassion to an extent where he is able to feel a lot. ఎందుకు రాను మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడికి వస్తున్నావు, ఎందుకు నీకు ఇన్ని ఎంత ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ చేయడానికి, వాట్ ఎవర్ వే వీఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ యూ ఆర్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్. వై ఆర్ యూ ఫేసింగ్ దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్ అగైన్ అండ్ అగైన్? ప్లీజ్ రియలైజ్ గాడ్ అండ్ లీవ్. వై ఆర్ యూ కమింగ్ హియర్? గో బ్యాక్ హోమ్, బ్యాక్ టు గాడ్ హెడ్. దట్ కంపాషన్ ఓవర్ has right, that kind of quality is required to become Yamaraj. Some people might think a personality who can give punish like anything, or an encounter specialist who has been in this life might be a good Yamaraj tomorrow. No. The personality who can have that kind of a compassion, who can really feel the pain when someone is suffering. That's what actually even while execution also he is not enjoying it. But what to do? Sometimes that punishment is necessary. Sometimes kids say whatever we say, they don't listen, and ultimately they force us to give capital or physical punishment. Right? I mean, Just think about it, Prabhuji and Mataji. When we are giving punishment to our kid, do you feel that we don't love our kids? No, right? It's the same way. So based on our karma, is your question answered, Sai?
Yes.
That's it, yeah, good. So if with free will we change the duration by voluntary acts, then it is untimely. That is nothing but suicide. So suicide is the untimely death, consequences and putra explanation. Anyway, so already we have discussed, so I don't want to dwell much here. If a person is directly responsible for incident of death, then it's untimely. Same thing. So is there any scientific evidence for rebirth? I think already we have discussed enough this point, so I don't want to dwell much. So let me go. You are seeing, right, all these photos here. Can you ever imagine a kaddi going onto the skeleton and coming out? Will he survive? You are seeing this photo, right? Are you seeing the photo here?
Yeah.
One rod going from one side and coming out like this. Will you expect a guy to live? He survived. He survived. Because God has not sanctioned his death yet. Mataji ఆశ్చర్యపోతున్నారు. Yeah, it's generally you will not survive, but he survived.
But one thing is that this person will be living with lot of sufferings.
Yeah. Now that is not for us or you to decide. Let Krishna decide. But in this case, he survived this because Krishna has not sanctioned yet. Now this personality, this person, I think you are not able to see the person. This person was there under a debris for almost 40 days. 40 days, and he came out without dying. What are the chances? Now this personality, can you guess what I can say?
But
7 aeroplane crashes he has faced. 7 aeroplane crashes. 7 aeroplane crashes. Okay, can you even imagine actually? ఒక్క ఏరోప్లేన్ క్రాష్ అయితే నా జన్మలో ఐ విల్ నాట్ ఎవర్ గెట్ ఇట్. నేను పాకిస్తాన్కి సైకిల్లోనే పోతా కానీ దట్స్ షూర్. నేను ఈ గట్సీ ఫెలో ఈ actually yeah my kid and myself just 1.5 year back, my kid and myself were going on in a cycling, and basically when compared to my elder kid, my younger one is little bit clever in the sense he knows depending on the environment, he cleverly take decision. So we both were cycling, and from Kazagoda we are coming this way, and suddenly he took without my knowledge, I never expected, there was no, he generally sees carefully and watches and takes care, but he suddenly took the direction. Actually in the fag end of the road we were traveling like that, and he suddenly took a direction because our house is divided from that end, our house is there, so he suddenly took a direction of cycle, and a car hit the cycle, and luckily that car wala has applied brakes, and Krishna willing, he made the driver to stop exactly at a point where cycle is there under his first wheel, and luckily he survived. And I didn't go immediately, and all the people gummified around him, and I was watching him from far distance. I just wanted to see how was he dealing. So everyone was shouting at him, everyone, the driver and everyone was yelling at him. Then he was blank, and he was searching for me. Daddy, he was searching for me, but I voluntarily didn't go. Then the things he was not answering to the questions what people were saying. Then I think it was coming to a point where the situation was going out of control. Then I entered. Sorry sir, like that incident he faced. After he faced that incident, he tells that I will never go on cycle at all. So that kind of personalities we have. Now this guy survived 7 airplane crashes. So because God has not sanctioned yet. So these are the live examples of showing that God has not sanctioned yet. And there may be some minor this side of cases also. Someone will be simply one stone, if you throw, it hits here, some jugular vein it hits here, dies. Right? There are so many instances like that in our life, you see carefully. Okay, so already we have seen this. Now is there any scientific evidence of rebirth? I think we have seen enough. Past life memories, Dr. Ian Stevenson, University of Virginia, Department of Personality Studies, 3,000 cases of children. 3,000 cases of children. If you still don't believe that rebirth occurs, then I can't help it. If you're really interested, it is about foreign. Even in India also we are having. this lady Satwant Pasricha in Bangalore. She is also National Institute of Mental Health, Bangalore. So yeah, so she is also dwelling into these cases. So this should give a confidence, Prabhuji and Mataji. There is rebirth. We are going to have another birth. But do you want to have a birth? But then మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం? What are we trying to do? We need to think. Huh? Yeah. Yes. So anyway, I think already.
It's a lotus feet of Supreme Personality of God.
Wonderful. Is there any sign? I think already we have discussed this also. Near-death experience. I think we have discussed this enough. I don't want to dwell it much. Let me know if you have any questions on this particular slide. And this is the live example, Ravi Chintala. I think I already told you. He is my friend. His good wife is a doctor. Was a doctor in Apollo for 10 years. Now she moved to Care Hospital. Her name is Kavita Chintala. She is in Care Hospital. And her initiated name is Karuna Radhika Mataji. She got initiated, and her initiated name is Karuna Radhika Mataji. So she is a very wonderful devotee. So her husband also faced this situation where he got a certificate that he is clinically dead. And after announcing he is clinically dead, he came out. And till that point, he was a non-devotee, by the way. Only his wife was a devotee, he was a non-devotee. He was not it doesn't mean that he was anti about gods, but he was not a devotee. And after this experience, he has full time. Now tell me, you really wanted that kind of experience to get into devotion? Do you really want it?
So might he experienced something there.
Yes.
So while he was
Yes. He shared, actually, I don't know, somewhere I had taken his recording once. I don't know if a lot of devotees are there, I will try to invite him for one session here. If it inspires you. We will see. Anyway, I think this also we discussed earlier. What happens to koshas after a person dies? Koshas are levels of consciousness which soul passes through on its journey back home. I think we have discussed all the koshas, right? Annamaya kosha, Jnanamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha, all these things I think we have discussed. So physical and subtle. So physical, this thing, and subtle. So it will be traveling along with our soul when we leave the body. So Annamaya, Pranamaya, Jnanamaya, Vijnanamaya. So nationality or nationhood is a level of consciousness. मैं भारतीय हूँ. I am Indian. I am Pakistani. Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. We get what we are conscious of. We get transferred from one kosha to another kosha, one mode to another mode. Okay. So yeah. Now this one. In the interest of time, why it is said one should not go to temple if someone passes away in family? Why? Why it is said one should not go to temple if someone passes away in family? Actually, Prabhuji and Mataji, there is nothing wrong to go to temple. Earlier, before our this Kali Yuga, before this or before 100 couple of centuries back, temple used to be there in houses only. I don't know if you can check with your grandparents. I think they might be telling you. Your grandparents, every house used to have a temple kind of environment. Separate room used to be there for God. Sutak, yes. So at that time,
Hindi also
Sutak is there. So at that time, in the houses, when ladies, whatever the period system they have, they were not allowed to go to the in the house, and even whatever the activities in the house used to be performed by Prabhujis only, males only, even vanta also, even cooking also. Cooking and any items they used to do in by males only, not ladies. Ladies used to sit in one corner and they used to do meditation or kind of mantra meditation they used to do and sit in home so that they are not contaminating the house. So that kind of a culture came. That was the situation when the temple was there in home. So the same thing they are trying to apply, saying that when something is there, we should not go to the temple. By the way, we can go to the temple, we can do the chanting, but the only thing is you will not be allowed to serve the deities directly. But there is nothing wrong to go to the temple. Okay, so that's one thing.
During COVID time, we realized that contamination, the COVID person who died with COVID, even the family was not alive.
Yes. I have personal in our greenness community, Prabhuji, father and mother both were in ICU, and father died, and the doctors didn't allow the son to see his father. His father, and he was cremated without his son being there.
Because his body was
Infected. Now his mother also was there in another ICU, and after 2 weeks of time she also expired, and they could not see, and she was cremated. I mean, there are worst scenarios. Corona was a very bad experience actually.
second wave was very bad.
Yeah. So that's why, Prabhuji, we need to physically, emotionally in a state of shock. Yeah, crematorium is a contaminated place. That is why one should not go to temple after that, because physically and emotionally in a state of shock. Because directly from crematorium, because we will be a lot of dirt would be there. There is a possibility dirt would be there. But after you go home and proper bath, can again go. Nothing wrong about it. So specifically, deity worship is restricted in temple after crematorium, as one should be very focused during deity worship. I think already we discussed. So Karma Kanda says no going to temple, but people practicing pure bhakti can ignore it with Guru's permission. Karma Kanda says no, not going to temple, but people practicing devotional service, there is nothing wrong in going to the temple. Okay. So Tulsi always pure. No one can make it impure, even if it's crematorium. Can we go into crematorium with Tulsi beads? People say. Can we chant in crematorium? No, we can chant. Nothing wrong. Yeah.
కాదు ఒకసారి
నువ్వు కూర్చొని అడగమ్మా, పర్లేదు. చెప్పు,
ఇది ఒక స్టోరీ రామాయణం నుంచి. ఒకసారి సీతాదేవి ఇంటికి హనుమంతుడు చిన్న బాలులాగా ఇంటికి వస్తాడు. అప్పుడు సీతాదేవి అతనికి వంటలు చేసి పెడుతుంది. అప్పుడు ఎంత తిన్నా అతను ఆకలి తీరుతేనే చెప్తాడు. ఫైనల్గా సీతాదేవి ఒక తులసి ఆకు తీసుకొచ్చి పేతో పెడతాడు. ఆ తర్వాత హనుమంతుడు తినేసరికి చారమ్మ నా కడుపు ఫుల్ అయింది చాలా.
Yeah, that is the greatness of Tulsi. Bolo Tulsi Maharani ki. Tulsi Maharani Mahatyam is that. If you listen in our Premadhvani prayers, in the last after the Narsimharti is over, there is one Jai also for Tulsi Maharani. Tulsi Maharani ki Jai, like that we say. So that is the importance of Tulsi. Whenever we offer prasadam, we put Tulsi and then we try to offer prasadam. So Tulsi Maharani greatness is that much. So Tulsi, no one can contaminate Tulsi. In fact, Tulsi can, any contaminated thing, Tulsi can purify. That is the greatness of Tulsi Maharani. But anyone having this doubt, can we go into crematorium with Tulsi beads? అసలు తులసి బుడ్స్ పెట్టుకుంటే కదా ప్రభు డౌట్ రావడానికి అంటారు. ప్లీజ్ రోజీ, ప్లీజ్ ట్రై టు చాట్, అట్లీస్ట్ ట్రై టు చాట్ వన్ రూమ్. Try chanting one room. Okay. No, bro. Actually, you can start with any kind of beads, but nothing wrong. When you get initiated, you will be getting Tulsi beads. When you get initiated from your guru, your Diksha guru, you will be getting Tulsi beads from Diksha guru, and you will be getting chanting on Tulsi beads only. But prior to that, if you want, you can purchase Tulsi beads also in temple to chant. But there are neem tree beads also, which generally to practice you can chant in neem tree beads also. Nothing wrong in it. Okay, so that's the now soul's journey post death. Okay, I think it is very self-explanatory. As you know, there are several after, as I said, day one, right, after the body leaves, after 11th or 13th day, they do karma. What is the significance of that karma? Each and every day, one body part is formed, because soul needs a body to travel, right? As a soul needs our material body, right now we are in to live in this material world. While leaving the material world also, soul needs a body to travel. That body is nothing but Preta body. Now that Preta body is found in the duration of those 11 to 13 days. First day hands, second day legs, third day shoulders, fourth day limbs, like that it is given. Hands first day, second day necks and shoulders, third day heart, third day heart, fourth day back, day 5 waist portion, day 6 buttock portion, day 7 thighs, day 8 knees, day 9 legs, day 10 complete body. and day 11 or 13 you are ready to travel your journey. You are ready to start your journey from your home. So when you leave the body, still you would be there in and around house only. Someone lives. Okay. So these 11 to 13 days are nothing but to form a body, to make it's something similar, right? When you are going to, for example, what's your good name, Mataji? Anusha Mataji. Anusha Mataji, what is your favorite tourist spot?
Kerala.
Foreign.
No, Kerala.
No, Kerala is, but I wanted a foreign place.
Foreign.
Did you go?
I didn't go to foreign.
Because foreign place, if you say, it will be more appealing to kids. That's why I think. That's what.
ಹಾಗೆ ಅಮೆಝಾನ್
Amazon illa avaru. Anyway, but the point is nothing but why I am saying foreign is, for example, assume you are going to Norway. Now for Norway you need a proper baggage, right? Simply with this dress can you go? Because you need to survive the cold. I know how chilly it is. I have been there in Norway for 7 days. Very, very chilly. Very, very chilly. So you need a proper setup, proper body, proper baggage to travel, right? Similarly, for after the 11th or 13th day, you need a proper body to travel the further journey. So for that journey only, all the 11 days you need to give the offering to the soul and prepare them for journey, and that soul would be there in and around. So that's how. And on the 11th and 13th day, Brahmins are honored and fed with prasadam. So that is nothing but Preeti Bhoj. And then from that point, Yamadutas are ready to take you. From that point, Yamadutas are ready to take you. They will be there with you. Now, several indications are given before death. So soul comes out from 9 gates. 9 gates. Actually, when a person leaves the body, a possibility is there that the soul can go out from Navarandhras. I don't want to discuss about what are Navarandhras. You know what are the. I think everyone is aware what are Navarandhras. So soul can go from any Randhra. Now, when the soul leaves from the lower portions of the Randhras, then it is expected to go to the hellish planets. Okay, see. So 3 kinds of sons take birth in homes. One is Ladla. Ladla means, what is that Ladla means? Ladla, ladai karta hai, son who fights within the family. Ladka or Lada. Yeah. Ladla means ladka, ladai karta hai, son, ladka means 3 kinds of sons. That's what we call it. Ladka, beta or putra. Right? Ladka means ladai karta hai, son who fights within family. Today also I had a fight with my son. So Ladla, that is beta. Beta means jo batwara karta hai, son who is after properties. Inakudu samda sasti property na kostundi kada. If he dies, immediately the property will come, right? Don't you think it happens? Huh? It's happening. It's happening more nowadays, I should say. ఇప్పుడు పోతాడు ఆస్తి అంతా ఈజ్ బ్లాక్డ్ ఆల్ ద ఫండ్స్, తొందరగా పోతే బెటర్ కదా. దట్స్ హౌ పీపుల్, దట్స్ వాట్ ఈస్ బేటా. నో పుత్ర जो पू नमक नरक, जो पू नामक नरक, son who is after properties. No, wrong. No, that is wrong. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for that. That statement is utterly wrong. So the putra means the personality or the son who is born to deliver you from Put karke one planet is there who delivers from you. Who delivers from that Put planet is called Putra. So basically the son who delivers you is called Putra. Otherwise he is called Mutra. Because Putra and Mutra, both of them come from the same body part. So the son who can't deliver your parents, he is equivalent to Mutra, and if he can deliver, then he is called Putra. Deliver means he should be.
Saves them from that miracle?
Yes, saves from this poor.
Prabhuji, yes, that's a very good question, Prabhuji. When we say saves you from or delivering you from here means 11 generations before you. You are the first generation of for him. For example, Krishna is there. Your son Krishna is there. Krishna is a good. He has become a good devotee, and he has delivered himself. He has delivered himself. When he is delivering himself, he is ensuring that 11 generations before also get delivered. What it means is all the 11 generations before you, Vijay Bhaskar Prabhu, your father, and all like that 11 generations, they would be taking birth in a devotee family to progress in. You will be getting a perfect environment to self-realize and live. That is the importance of getting a putra in our family. Chappan Prabhu? Right.
Every son a putra, three types of putra.
Three Prabhuji, all three are, see, every son can't be a putra. Okay. Now there are here there are three mentioned. What is it? Ladla, Beta, Putra, and Mutra is also there. Mutra is nothing but a son who can't deliver. Who can't deliver is equivalent to Mutra Prabhu, because he is making you to come again and again, see the same suffering, same pain, same miseries you have to go through. He is not ensuring you to get self-realization. He is not. Okay? So that's what it is. Now different messengers come for different people in different modes. So journey begins to get to next body. So
What are the indications before that?
what Prabhu?
There are different indications before that. Several indications are given before that.
How much? Which one are you talking about?
Not near that
Let's
stage,
say.
diagrams. Several indications are given.
This side, like
Several indications are given before death. Prabhuji, sometimes what happens, it's not for everyone, Prabhuji. When say indications, I took the example of that personality, right, who has drawn the picture of Yamaduta. He got a opportunity even before he died, and to chant. Or people, sometimes people when they are dying, some devotees might come in their life and they will try to tell you, please chant one round, at least chant one round, at least chant one round, or at least try to become gudi రావచ్చు కదండి, ఏదైనా సేవ చేయొచ్చు కదండి, ఏదైనా ఇచ్చేయచ్చు కదండి. Like that he would be getting lot of indications. It's not for everyone, but he is fortunate enough if his circle has a set of devotees, then they will be giving lot of indications and they will be helping you in your spiritual progress, because they are not only thinking about this life, they are very worried about your next life also.
it is very explained in very detailed in
Garud
Garud
Puran.
Puran. You will stop seeing things. You'll have
This particular part is covered. 1 minute. Idokka slide ayiponi. Okay. Soul post journey. So here it is, Bhogis, Karmis, Yogis, Jnanis, Bhaktas. I think I don't need to explain what are these 5 items. I think everyone know. Now, all these Bhogis, Karmis, Yogis, Jnanis, 16 hellish planets to cross and reach Yamaloka. Walk 86,000 yojanas in 348 days. That is 10,32,000 kilometers. Mana material calculations. As per our material calculations, it is equivalent to 10,32,000 kilometers. So 1 yojana is equal to 7.5 miles. Anyway, that's a calculation. So similarly, Garuda Puran picks them up directly. Garuda's plane, Bhaktas. Garuda's plane comes on plane, pick them up directly to Yamaloka. They will not cross all the 16 hellish planets. And what are the 16 hellish planets? All are there here. All the lokas are mentioned here. I am not going to dwell into each and every hellish planet, what exactly it is. I just give an example. One hellish planet will be containing only blood, semen, pus. One hellish planet. Now, your journey through that planet would be smooth if you had served the Gomatas in your current life properly. Then the journey through that planet would be easy. Similarly, if you have done a good philanthropic work to the needy people, then there will be another planet. For example, it will be very hot in nature. Then you are walking. What are you? Sorrowful situation, right? You are walking on a metal plate, and metal plate is equivalent to 10 suns burning together. and you are bound to walk on that. And దరిద్రం ఏంటంటే చావు కూడా రాదు. You will not even die also. You need to experience that pain. You are expected to experience that pain, but you will not die also. And you know what? And during this journey, if your own people are not giving pinda, when the pinda is given, right, that pinda not only reaches the soul but also to the Yamadutas also. Yamadutas will be giving extra meetings. మీ ఏం వాళ్ళని కన్నావరా నీకు పిండమే పెట్టేటది మాకు మేము ఆకలితో వస్తున్నాం అంట. దే విల్ ఫీల్ దట్ యు ఆర్ ఆల్సో నాట్ గివింగ్ టు అస్ ఆల్సో. సో లైక్ దిస్ when in Garuda Purana, each and every planet description is there, what to do, what happens there and all. I don't want to dwell it much here, but these are the 16 hellish planets before reaching the Yamaloka. Finally the 12th month Yamaloka they reach. So 16 days journey to 16 planets with 6 suns heat at 50 degrees, no shelter under tree if we never chanted God names. Shade is allowed only to pious people. Whatever they donated in life, they gain that help to walk in the heated sand, clothes, shoes, food, transport. If their kids perform Shraddha, they get food at the end of each station. 50% to Preta body, 25% to soul, 25% to Yamadutas. Each next planet, the punishment intensify will only increase. And finally, on the 18th day, you will be lot of pain. You will be facing Yamaduta, Yamaraja. Then Yamaraja. ఏంది 348 days. 348 man days, our material days. That is, Earth days. Yes, it reaches. Okay.
Just what yes. So is the level of consciousness same after death, or is it the same that we have now?
Prabhuji, the level of consciousness, whatever you are having while you are dying, the consciousness also would be traveling along with the soul. Yes.
So we will be feeling like we are feeling now.
That is the reason why we need to elevate our consciousness.
So this body that we get, we will feel the pain, everything, but we will not die. So when we are beaten by Yamdutas, we feel the pain. When we walk, we feel the pain, but we will not die. We will feel the pain.
Pain will be there. For example, Prabhuji,
But devotees,
yeah. Now, next point is that only. Now, for devotees, Prabhuji, as it is said here, Garuda's plane comes and picks them up directly to Yamaloka. They will not go through.
Preta body is 10 times softer.
Yeah. By the way, now you have you seen Sai? Have you seen just born babies? Do you remember Manaswini's birthday when she born? You don't remember? Okay. Have you seen a just born baby? Have you seen a just born baby?
Like 2 years baby I saw.
2 years baby. Now 2 years is no more a baby. Okay. Manaswini, have you seen any just born 1 week or 10 days baby? No. Very sad. Okay, anyway. So you got the point, right? So how a just born baby would be there? Kuchi, Luli, Johnson baby. Huh? How smooth it is. Ayyo, kuli, like that. People will, you understand the intensity of the softness of the baby, right? The Preta body, what we get, that is 10 times softer than that. After the 13 days, what the Preta body soul gets, that is 10 times softer than the baby body. 10 times softer than. Now in the 10 times softer baby body, if you face all these things, is it not a painful experience? And just a amount of it.
And the Preta body size is described.
Probably?
The size of the Preta body.
Size of the Preta body, Prabhuji?
1 hour. 1 hour.
Very, very good question. I don't know. Mika, స్థూల శరీరం సైజ్ ఎంత అని అడుగుతున్నారు. సూక్ష్మ శరీరం సైజ్ అని అడుగుతున్నారు. సూక్ష్మ శరీరం ఒక సైజ్ ఎంత? సూక్ష్మ శరీరం ఆర్ ప్రేత బాడీ, వాట్ ఈస్ ద హైట్? ఇది ఇంతే. బట్ ద థింగ్ ఈస్ టు బి, దట్స్ ఎ గుడ్ క్వశ్చన్ Prabhuji. But
First initially it will be when this happens, when the Atma goes to Yamraj first time, actually that is size of a thumb.
Yes.
After that, when this starts, it is size of one arm. That's what one. But the looks and features are exactly like the stool body.
Yeah, anyway, that's why I'll further find out. So these are the, now coming to Mataji's question, yes. So devotees, they will not go to all these hellish planets, but they will go to Yamaraj. they will go to Yamaraj. Directly they will go to Yamaraj. And Yamaraj wanted to, obviously, right, when you are a topper in a school, principal, HOD, everyone wanted to see, right? అంతే కదా, ఆకాష్లో ప్రభంజనం ఫస్ట్ ర్యాంక్ వచ్చిన పిల్లోడు మా ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో ఫస్ట్ ర్యాంక్ తెచ్చిన పిల్లోడు ఈ సాయికి జై, అంతే కదా, దట్స్ వాట్ దే సెడ్. శ్రీ చైతన్య అకాడమీలో ప్రభంజనం, సాయికి ఫస్ట్ ర్యాంక్ వచ్చింది, స్టేట్ ర్యాంకర్. Everyone wanted to see, oh, who is the Sai, who is the Sai. Similarly, Yamaraj also has the desire. Someone is directly pure devotee of the Lord, is going back home, back to Godhead. I need to take his darshan. Like that, when he comes, Yamaraj puts a Shashtang Dandavat to him. And in turn, devotee also puts a Dandavat. And he goes with all the lanchanas, going back home, back to Godhead.
Before going to Supreme Court also, we will go to first
Yamalok, yes.
How many days does it take to...
That's not a kind of punishment, Madhavi. That's a desire of Yamaraj to see that first ranker. ఇంత లక్షల కోట్ల మందిలో ఈడు ఫస్ట్ ర్యాంకర్ నా వాడు వచ్చాడయ్యా. Wanted to see, to have a darshan. Even devotees also, right? We crave to see pure devotees, right? Very rare to see, no? So he also wanted to see. So it's not a punishment. It's a desire of Yamaraj to see the devotee who is going to back to God. What wrong? Yeah.
devotees की यमलोकम करना के एनी डेज पड़ता है?
Any days हम पढ़ते हैं. Immediately नहीं मिलता. He goes immediately. Okay. So that's how it is. So Yamaloka, Sayamani, Bhuvarloka, the two gatekeepers. Anyway, similar to our Vishnu Loka, we are having two people standing, right? One is Jai and Vijay. Similarly, in Yamaloka also there are two personalities standing. Who are they? They are Shravan and Shravani. To check Purush, to check Stri. They know what we have heard all our life and what is in our heart. They see everything along with Paramatma and Kastya, secretary of Chitragupta. We only know in our movies Yamaraja and Chitragupta, but there is a PA for Chitragupta also. His name is Kastya. Kastya does analysis of past data and gives results. So he is a data scientist. This guy, he did this many karma, these many negatives, these things. I think this now next time he need to get this antibody. Now in this antibody, when the antibody is given, antibody should not feel that I got a very bad antibody. It should be very depressing, right? So he should not feel depressed. యాంటీబాడీ అంటే ఏమనుకున్నారా, నువ్వు ఎలాంటి దాంట్లో అయినా చిన్న బాడీతో వెళ్ళగలవు, ఇది గొప్ప శరీరం రా అనేది, హౌ గ్రేట్ యువర్ బాడీ ఈజ్, లైక్ దట్ దే విల్ బీ బూస్టింగ్ యూ. బికాస్ though whatever the negative body he will be getting, he should not be depressed and leaving, right? So that's why there is a separate department again inside Yamaloka where they will be giving this training to that whatever pig body or buffalo body you are getting, they will be trained that they should not feel bad that we got this body. You getting my point? Does it make sense? Yes. Okay, so that's how. So Chitragupta scolds. Mode of ignorance and mode of passion. Scolds, gives seed to mode of goodness, pays obeisances to mode of pure devotees. Okay, so that's how it is. So what is the journey of the soul after death? Brief description. I think already we have covered this. Life, journey of a devotee. Journey of a devotee who led a life always linked with serving God. Vishnu Dutas will come and make the soul board a beautiful vehicle. Yamaraj pays obeisances for such devotee and takes him personally to the door of Vaikuntha. Personally to the door of Vaikuntha. Intakante adrushtam. Journey of a non-devotee who never seriously inquired about God or served devotees. Two Yamadutas with horrific form come to remove the soul from the body. Pain is equivalent to 47,000 scorpions stinging at once. 9 days prasadam to get Preta body, and then on 13th day he is ready for his journey to Yamalok. 338 days of journey through 16 hells to reach the final destination of Yamalok. At each station, different difficulties are imposed on the soul: heat, cold, burn, hurt, etc. And depending on the charity and the pindadan done by his children, he is saved or he suffers. All the history of the soul is in previous lives and current life is analyzed, and then new body is determined. Journey of a soul whose decision for hell or heaven is pending due to complex reconciliation. Supreme Court, you will be seeing it, right? The court case is pending for a long time. No clarity is brought. So sometimes the cases would be there. For them, such souls are sent to the Pitrulok and they get food in such places through Shraddha ceremony. If his children are not devotees, that is Mutra, then they have to wait in Pitrulok for long time. If the children are devotees, Putra, then the Devatas take the prasad offered to the ancestors in Pitruloka. If soul is given a animal, bird, reptile or human body, the prasadam offered is converted accordingly. Okay? Now, existence of ghostly soul. How many of you believe in ghosts? Dayalu unnaya? Leva? Unnaya leva? Lift your hands.
ఉంటే తయారుగా ఉంటాయి.
Okay? Ghosts are not there. How many of you believe that ghosts are not there? Good. That's the equal number. Yeah. So as per scriptures, yes, there are ghosts. Dayyalu unnai. And there are so many kinds of ghosts. English word ghost means many types of living beings as per Vedic understanding. Ghosts, since there are no what do you say, pregnant ladies here, I am discussing. I hope there are no pregnant ladies here, right? Yeah. So ghosts, according to Vedic understanding, are disembodied souls or souls with only subtle body. They are troubled material desires and passions of past and current lives. These are the reasons they are troubled. There are a lot of material desires are there, but they are not fulfilled in the current desire, and with that kind of a desire, they are still there. And they trouble whom? By possessing people in mode of ignorance. Because in the mode of goodness, people they can't touch. The people who are there in mode of goodness, who are clean in nature, they are being not touched. When the same session was going in my house, actually the Secrets of Death session happened in 2017. My elder one was in 7th or 8th class. She cried. She was in 7th or 8th class, Bhavika. She cried that ghosts accompany people who are not neat and clean. She cried. Then the session got stopped. Leelan Prabhu stopped for 5 minutes. We took her to kitchen and tried to solace her. So you need to understand that they only possess people who are in the mode of ignorance, not for the other modes. So they are punished with no body because of their reluctance to burn their karma in a body, mainly through premature or unnatural acts like suicide. Nobody is given for remaining tenure of the planned body, as I said. So whatever the tenure, you are supposed to live in this body. If someone immediately ends his life, for rest of the life he needs to live as a ghost. So suicide is not allowed. People might give lot of solace, lot of console statement when someone is committed suicide. Ayyo papam em jarigindi adi jarigindi enna manam maatadachu, kani in reality in front of God it is a sin that soul has committed and he has to take the punishment. Mode of goodness is an unknown territory. Example, Indian soldier captured in Pakistan. Anyway, so it's a, they satisfy their desires by possessing. This is the important point. They satisfy their desires by possessing people, either in mode of ignorance, primary cause, or with the extreme past bad karma destined to be processed under secondary cause. Did you get the statement? They satisfy their desires by possessing people, either in mode of ignorance, primary cause, or with the really very thirsty actually. Yeah, so they satisfy their desires by possessing people, either in mode of ignorance, that is the primary cause, or with the extreme past bad karma destined to be processed, secondary cause. So they possess only these kind of people. So Lord Rishabdev explains in Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto, teaching to his sons. Rishabdev had how many kids? Rishabdev, do you know who is Rishabdev? He is one of the great personalities, one of the avatars of the Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. He has how many sons? 100 sons, yes. So Lord Rishabdev explains that ghosts higher in power than human beings as they can possess. So once basically the point is when they possess, no, they become more stronger than a general human being when they possess. And how many kinds of ghosts are there? I think there are a lot of examples like that. Shakatashura taking possession of hand cart, big house in Lucknow rented by Prabhupada for business, conversion in Srila Prabhupada. And there are different examples where it was proven that ghosts were there.
Form of Sakra has come.
Yes. Ghost. Yes.
Not ghost. He came in the form of
Sakatashura.
కాదు అకాసురా అనే ఒక
ఆవేశించి ఆ సక్రాన్ని ఆవేశించున్నారు.
Right.
కాదు సార్
Anyway, so these are the different kinds of ghosts. Okay. Bhutas. First type is Bhutas. Who are the Bhutas? Possessing the living bodies. So basically, possessing the living bodies means will be appearing. For example, someone is living in a life in a mode of ignorance. So, for example, just take an example. Simon with he's drinking, he's smoking, everything he's doing. Suddenly, very attractive soul within mode of ignorance. Ghost would be roaming around. He will be avahaying in Sai's body. Okay, and he will possess. Then you will become like that. You will be doing. So like that, he possesses the general body. So feels like a person with some disease. So when the ghost possess a person, then he feels like a diseased person. You will be able to see that he is diseased. See,
ఎక్కువ అది గోస్ట్ బయటకు వచ్చేటప్పుడు కూడా అలానే ఇలా ఉంటారా?
గోస్ట్ దాని తెలుగులో ఏమంటారు? దయ్యం కాదు. ఆవహించక ముందు నీకు కనపడదు గోస్ట్. గాల్లో ఉంటుంది, నీకు కనపడదు. కానీ ఒక్కసారి నువ్వు క్లీన్ స్నానమే చేయవు, వారమైంది స్నానం చేయలా, చాలా చెత్తగా ఉన్నావు అనుకో, అప్పుడు గోస్ట్ బాగా అనుకూలంగా సూట్ అవుతున్నాడని going to you, then whatever the desires for their ghost in your body, he will try to for example, ghost has a desire of eating gulab jamun, but in the ghost body he can't eat and you will not able to see ghost, right? But he is having a desire to eat 10 gulab jamun, then he needs a body to eat. Then since you are untidy and dirty fellow, then the ghost will be coming on to you. In your body he will be enjoying the 10 gulab jamuns. Got it? Yeah. So if a person in mode of goodness is possessed, then he has to intensify his spiritual sadhana. Generally, Prabhuji and Mataji's the people who are there in mode of goodness, generally ghosts don't possess. But there are ghosts who give a tough fight also. So we should be very serious in spiritual sadhana. Generally, who are very serious in spiritual sadhana, generally for the people who are in mode of goodness, they will never possess actually. That is Bhutas. Now Pretas. We all have experienced Preta bodies. Another layer of body over the subtle body. Pindadan is performed to get this body. So basically, this transitionary body from this world to Yamaloka and from there to hell, heaven or Pitraloka. So this Preta body is nothing but a body which is used for you to travel from this material world to the next hellish planet or the Yamaloka. In the Preta body only you travel. So that is another kind of body, Preta body. Okay. Now there is another thing called Betalas. Betal you heard? Bikram. Betal. No? The kids, they don't know. Don't they know the program? I think when in our generation there is a big, very wonderful program, right? Bikram and Betal. Huh? Very popular actually. We used to love it. Ippudu chupicharu Prabhuji. Very nice. You see. Betala Kathalu. Yes. Bikram Betal. Actually, you were surprised when we went to Ujjain. We came to know that the Bikram Betal pastimes happened in Ujjain only. Right, Prabhu? In Ujjain only it happened. Yes. So, yeah. So, the Betala is nothing but they possess dead bodies. The difference between Bhutas and Betalas are Bhutas possess only the living bodies, but Betalas possess dead bodies. Sagam kalipoyina bodies or dead bodies they possess. Huh? What will happen in that half baked body only? They will try to fulfill their desires. Whatever the kind of they will be having nasty desires. They will try to fit because they need a body badly, and body they are not getting. So they will get sometimes dead body also. In dead body, in half body also they will get. But of course, you might not be seeing on a daily life, but there are cases which has happened like that.
I think that's why it is said that whenever you are on samshad, you could burn the body completely before leaving.
That is taken care of. Yeah, burn the body. Yeah, yes, that is right. Too. Whoever is taking the responsibility. Of course, the family members would be there, but there would be one Brahman also. Brahman or some personality would be there who would be ensuring that the body is burnt completely. And by the way, as per Hindu dharma, what we need to do with our body, we need to burn or bury. But actually, there are some Hindu cults or Hindu families who actually, of course, they are living in mode of ignorance. As I said, they bury the person, and the person, whatever the good habits he had, like smoking and drinking, while burying, one Natusara bottle is kept, cigarette packet is kept, BD packet is kept and buried. And their faith is, while leaving, he will have puff and go, drink and go.
Same with the Egyptians. No?
Yes. Same they are impressed or
Yeah.
inclined with that thought.
It is a mode of ignorant way of disposing the body. Okay, that is Vetalas. So body is not cremated as per prescribed norms. These are Vetalas. Now Pisachas, vampire with bodies. Vampires. Vampires with bodies. Huh? But vampires with bodies, right? Like they'll be having some powers of getting, sharp teeth. Probably become to add me if I. Huh? Dundugari. And yeah.
Picard body only he got.
Yes, mother. Yes. Actually, mother, right now also there are so many ghosts roaming around, mother. They are not able to find a suitable body. This paranormal activity of recently, our scientific research are coming to know by I think you might have seen a lot of movies, right? Paranormal activity or some recently science have came to know that ghosts are there.
There are a lot of things available on YouTube,
Ghostbusters and a lot of things are there. These are coming off late, but our Shastras have explained long way back itself. So different means of protection from this ghost is stay in mode of goodness, chant Vedic mantras, Narsimha Kavacha, chanting leads to a spiritual lifestyle. ఏంటమ్మా?
Do zombies and mummies exist?
Yes.
Part
of this only. All this they have given a polished way because movies are coming, movies coming. All are part of this only. All are falling under these four or five categories.
The zombies, pisachas and Vetalas.
Zombies are Vetalas. Vetalas.
By definition,
Yes. Okay. Anyone who is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and is following the regulative principles of pure spiritual life does not need to worry about ghosts at all. Rose one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra cheyandi. No way. Do you feel ghosts will attack us? Do you still have a doubt that ghosts will attack us? Krishna will take care. Yes. Okay. Conclusion. Heart attack situation. Body parts start anyway. Already we have seen this. So whatever it is, we should understand that. As I said at the last point or stage, Prabhuji Sambhavaji is remembering Krishna should be our goal, and we need to build a relation with Krishna. And Krishna, how to build the relation? Prabhuji, నేను చూడలేను కదా Prabhuji. You might be thinking, right? వీళ్ళేంటి ఒట్టి చాంటింగ్ చేయడానికి చెప్తున్నారు. I asked one question. What was the height of Krishna when he was here 5,000 years back? No, when you love someone, you will try to find out about him, or when a love story happens between a boy and girl. Height. హైట్ ఆ అమ్మాయి హైట్ ఎంత ఉంది, అమ్మాయి చోమంచాయి ఉంది, ఆ అమ్మాయి అంటే ఏమనుకున్నావురా, దేవతరా, ఆ అమ్మాయికి ఎంత వెన్నలాంటి మనసురా, ఈ మనసురా, ఆ మనసురా అని దే ట్రై టు సీ వండర్ఫుల్ క్వాలిటీస్ ఇన్ ఎ గర్ల్, రైట్? when the love happens. Similarly, when you are chanting Krishna, why can't you think what can be the height of Krishna? What is the height of Krishna? Guess. No. When he came 5250 years back in this Goloka, what was Krishna's height? Prabhuji, we are chanting, you should know about Krishna. Right? Did you?
10 feet?
So in those days it was like around 20 feet or something, but his actual root has,
Actual root has?
I think it's very big.
No, actually, but the actual root, how much?
Almost, I think 100
Huh?
Actual
5 feet 8 inches. Goloka. That's what I mean. Goloka. In Goloka, so the permanent
My answer is
near
Okay,
6
very
6
good.
feet.
yeah,
Very
below
close.
6 feet.
So his permanent, actually, of course, he has a lot of avatars. Whenever he can increase, decrease, but what are the pastimes he performed? In nectar of devotion, it is being given that his height is 5 feet 8 inches. Age is his aging stops at 16 years. 16 or 14? 14. 16, I think. 16. 14, at the age of 14, he is in Nitya Yavanam. Till eternally, at the age of 14, what kind of youth you see a person, he will be there in that position only till 125 years he stayed here. And in the Goloka also, in the same Nitya Yavana way only he stays like that only. Krishna.
No mustache.
No
Yes,
mustache.
no mustaches, yes.
God
Huh?
age
వాళ్ళకి ఏజ్ ఉండదు మాతాజీ బట్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ ఈస్ వెన్ హీ వాజ్ హియర్ అండ్ he was there here for 125 years and he left to Goloka, but till that time he was there here, no, 125 years. For that 125 years, 16 years ka jaise, yeah, how was he? In the same way he was there till 125 also. He was not musaltan vachesi, bald head vachesi, white hair, no, he was.
At the time of Mahabharata, he was around 100 or 120.
No, I think at the time of Mahabharata, yes, I think he was 90 or 95 if I'm not wrong. Yes.
So,
But his body did not grow after 14 years.
Body did not grow after 14
Age
years.
kept increasing, but
దాదాపు
body was
శాపం పెట్టడం వల్ల చచ్చిపోయారు.
చచ్చిపోయారు అనకూడదు మనం, చచ్చిపోయారు అనకూడదు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫ్రాంక్గా ఇప్పుడు మన ఎవరు మీకు పెద్దనాన్నగారు వచ్చారా? పెద్దనాన్నగారు వచ్చారు మీ ఇంటికి, మీ పెద్దనాన్నగారు మీ ఇంటికి వచ్చారు, మీ పెద్దనాన్నగారు మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళ ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిపోయారు కదా, వెళ్ళిపోయారా లేదా? వెళ్ళిపోయారా ఉన్నారా?
విన్నారు.
వెళ్ళిపోయారు కదా. సో మీ పెద్దనాన్నగారు మళ్ళీ వాళ్ళ ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిపోయారు కాబట్టి నా పెద్దనాన్నగారు చచ్చిపోయారు అంటారా? అంటారు కదా. అలానే కృష్ణ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాడు, కాసేపు ఉన్నాడు, మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళిపోయాడు, కానీ దాన్ని చచ్చిపోయా అనకూడదు, సరేనా? డిసపియర్డ్ ఆర్ తన పాస్ట్ తన లీలల్ని ఇక్కడ
అయిపోయింది.
లీలల్ని చాలించాడు, ఆర్ ఈ డిసపియర్డ్ ఆర్ ఈ ఫినిష్డ్ హిస్ పాస్ట్ టైమ్స్ హియర్ అనాలి. అలా ఆ పదం యూజ్ చేయకూడదు, ఓకేనా?
ఇంకా సంస్కృతంలో చెప్పాలంటే నిర్యాణం
నిర్యాణం
means disappear.
డిసపియరెన్స్. ఓకే, బికాజ్ చచ్చిపోయామనే వర్డ్ అనేది మనకనమాట. మన బతుకులు ఏంటంటే మనం పుడతాం చేస్తాం, ఇదే అయిపోయింది మన బతుకు. కానీ కృష్ణుడు వస్తాడు, మరి రండ్రా అని చూపించడానికి ఆయన కనపడి మళ్ళీ ఆయన ప్లేస్ ఆయన వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. ఓకే, సో ప్రభుజీ సార్ మాతాజీ, వై ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్ దిస్ హైట్ అండ్ ఆల్ దిస్ థింగ్ ఈస్ ప్రభుజీ సార్ మాతాజీ, when we are trying to build some goal, when we are having certain goal, are we clear about the goal now? What should be our goal? Are we clear? Go to Goloka, but how to go to Goloka?
at the time of death, we should think about.
At the time of death, we need to prepare our consciousness in such a way that we are able to remember Krishna. And to remember Krishna, is it easy? Prabhuji, I will do, Prabhuji. Just no, it is not that easy, Prabhuji. పెద్ద సన్యాసి మహారాజులకే వల్ల కాల. Yes, I think you were not there last week. Our discussion, we had a detailed discussion about that last week. So Prabhuji will explain in detail to you.
It's not a good death.
Prabhuji is not. Prabhuji,
That is because they are not conscious about this.
yes. నిద్రలో అయినా సరే ఆ పెయిన్ దే హ్యావ్ టు గో మాతాజీ, నిద్రలో. బట్ పీపుల్ ఎక్స్టర్నల్లీ ఫర్ అస్ ఇట్ మైట్ బి అపియరింగ్ దట్ హీ హ్యాస్ left his body peacefully, but no, he will, as a soul, that soul would be undergoing that pain for sure. That is equivalent to 47,000 scorpions stinging at one time. singing at one time. I was asking someone if someone has experienced singing of one scorpion. My dad has experienced. As we are from village. In village, all these kinds of things happen. So my dad has experience of stinging of a scorpion. And believe me.
Okay, it's the mother, you are happy to chant Krishna and go. But చిన్న పిల్లలు ఉన్నారు, somebody is really disappearing, somebody at the age of 32,
At the age of 32.
and they got a 5-year-old son.
32 years guy is having a 5 years old kid. Okay.
And they know that they are going to die.
Huh.
If they think about Krishna,
Huh.
The 5-year-old one or the
Look at Parikshit Maharaj is 7 days only. That's a message for us.
Mataji, if I am not getting your question, so are you trying to say 32 years guy is having a 5 years old kid, so is 5 years old kid going to die?
The 32 years guy is about to die. How will he chant? How will he focus on?
5 years బాబు ఉన్నాడు
Lord
కాబట్టి ఎలా treat
Krishna, then she or he knows that the child will be without them. They will be thinking about the child rather than Krishna.
Mataji, that's a very good question, Mataji. Let me.
Krishna is never unfair.
Dukhalayam Ashastam.
So I tell you.
Let me stop the recording because I wanted to give an example, Mataji. Let me stop.